when I started VTubing, I didn't even know what a fucking Oshi was. I knew nothing. Absolutely fuck all about VTubing. I came in out the pussy and I didn't know nothing. And with that, I feel like I've learned resources, I've learned valuable things, I've learned a lot. What piqued your interest to begin with? I've always been kind of, growing up I was definitely self-conscious, and an awkward, here, let me help you. An awkward autistic programmer. Oh, brother! So, I was not used to things quite yet. And, I think that I wanted to make people happy. I want to make people smile. I loved Jarma. I loved, like, watching Ludwig streams, like, his events, specifically. I loved all those things. And I thought I wanted to do that so bad. I wanted to make people laugh. And then in high school, I had this teacher, and, she took me aside one day. She was hot, if you're wondering. Not that they had to do it with the thing, but I did have a crush on her, whatever. So maybe that was the reason I listened to her. But she told me, she said, Jax, and this is not me glazing myself, this is what she said. She was like, you're really funny. Have you ever thought about doing, like, YouTube or something like that? And I was like, me being terrified and half the time having selective mutism, no, I could barely talk to anyone. I was terrified. I was absolutely terrified. And then I discovered VTubing through Meet the VTuber. And I don't know, I did programming and I went to college. I did all of that, you know. I was doing the thing that would, whatever, you know. And I was like, this is wonderful, but it's sucking the fucking life out of me. I want to make people laugh. I think that is my passion. I love programming. I understand numbers. I understand patterns. I'm good at that. That's my autistic specialty, right? But I'm missing something in my soul. And I decided I wanted to try something new. And then discovered VTubing through Meet's Cave. Got myself a VTuber model and tried it out. It was really fucking scary. I streamed to, like, I think, on a good day, on a solid good day, 4 people. Counting mods. 4 people. And that might not seem like a lot, but there's so many people right now on here streaming to 0 people. There's so many people streaming to 5 people, so I felt like the coolest guy ever streaming to 4 people. I did. I'm not kidding. I'm not just saying that. I legitimately felt so awesome. And then I realized I got up every fucking morning excited to talk to them. It was making me better at talking to people. I still had my issues. I was very self-conscious, my accent, I had all this stuff. I started to heal and realized how much I loved it. Suddenly, I didn't feel alone anymore. I'm not somebody who's very close to my family. I have a lot of trauma. And I've never been good at talking to people. And suddenly that all changed. Anyway, I was awful at talking to people. I was shit ass at all that. And then I started VTubing. And I was like, oh shit. This is getting easier. I like this. I like this a lot. I like this a little too much. And so I found myself focusing more and more on VTubing. I noticed slowly but surely, I went from a girl who was afraid to leave her room because of agoraphobia and being horrible at talking to people and having no friends or no family to somebody who mattered to 4 people. And that changed legitimately everything. That changed the trajectory of my life, my best friends, everything. I went from somebody who slept in a car and on couches to somebody who has her own whimsical office now. That's just a fact, and I would not be here without you guys. From 4 people to, you know, it is possible. I could not speak to, I'm telling you, by the way, I'm being completely genuine. I know Haruka went through a very similar thing. I'm not saying that we're both the same, but I legitimately could not speak. I had mutism. And it was really, really bad with my autism, and I was terrified. And now I stream several times a week. And I love fucking doing it. It is the reason I get up. It is the reason I try. It is the reason I've been busting my balls with my agoraphobia, something I've been dragging my feet on my entire life, and I've been terrified to, like, face. It is the reason I do it all. Vtubing, legitimately, as whatever, my friends could be in here and make fun of me. Vtubing is legitimately the fucking saved my life. It actually did. I gained my whimsy back. I gained happiness. I've never been so happy in my life. Legitimately. From birth until now, I am the happiest I've ever been right now.